Dividing polynomials. There are two methods on how to divide polynomials. One is the most commonly used, long division, and another one called synthetic division. Today, we'll be discussing on how to use the method synthetic division in dividing polynomials. So, synthetic division. Synthetic division is a simplified version of long division that takes the coefficient of the function and factors them to their simplest term. To further understand this, I'll be showing some examples. Okay, let's go. So we have x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. This is our first function. Now, we divide it by x minus 3. So, in order to answer this, we first have to get the opposite of x minus 3. So, x minus 3, we put in 0 because we need to transpose the terms. So, we get negative 3, transpose it to the other side, and it becomes x equals to 3. Now, we can now factor our function. So let's get 3 over here. And then we get the coefficients of the functions. So, coefficient of x cubed is 1. Coefficient of negative x squared is negative 2. Coefficient of negative 5 is negative 5. And coefficient of 6 is 6. Now first we bring down 1, becomes 1. Then we multiply 3 by 1. 3 times 1 equals 3. We then add it, knowing that this is negative. So negative 2 plus 3 is equals to 1. We multiply it again, and we get 3 again. Negative 5 plus 3 is equals to negative 2. Negative 2. Now we multiply it again. 3 times negative 2. And you know, positive and negative, how they correlate with each other. This becomes negative 6. Now, you add both of them, and this becomes 0. Since our remainder is 0, this term is factorable or can factor this function. Now we have to solve the rest of the equation. Now we have to get the coefficients. So, 1, we have to divide this side. Now we have to divide x divided by x cubed equals to x squared. Get the coefficient, it's 1. Now we have to take note of this. Now that it is now positive, we make it positive. Now this becomes 1x. Negative 2. X has been removed, so x divided by x is equals to negative 2. It's equals to x, and it's equals to nothing. Comes negative 2. And this is our final answer. So here's another example, and this example is different from the rest. So, 3x squared plus 7x minus 20 divided by x plus 5. We do the same. Find the opposite. X plus 5. Find its opposite by transposing it using 0. You transpose it, and this becomes x equals to negative 5. Now that we have that as our factor, we can now get the coefficient of these functions. So, negative 5. Find the coefficients of these terms, which is 3, 7, and negative 20. Apply them. Bring down 3 and multiply. Negative 5 times 3. That becomes negative 15. Add that. Becomes 8. Negative 8. Next, we multiply again. Negative 5 times negative 8. Since both of these numbers are negative, they become positive. So this becomes positive 40. Now you add that and it becomes 20. Now we have a remainder, which means x plus 5 is not a factor to this function. Now we have to find the answer. We divide x by this function. Next, we divide these functions. First, we bring down our coefficients. 3. Then we divide x by x squared. This becomes 3x. Next, our next coefficient, negative 8. We divide again, and it's just 8. Now, what do we do with the remainder? We set it up as a fraction with its divisor, the denominator. So since it's positive, put plus 20, and below is its divisor, x plus 5. And this becomes our final answer. So here's our final example. 7 x cubed plus 6x minus 8. Divide x minus 4. If we answer it the usual way, we will not get the correct answer. So first, let's get the opposite of the factor. X minus 4 is equals to 0. So you transpose it and it becomes x equals to 4, positive 4. Next, with this function, we must add an extra term to satisfy the function, which is 7x cubed plus 0 x squared plus 6x minus 8. This is going to be important later on. The 0 is very important, as this follows a descending order from cube to singular. Now that we have the complete function, we will now find the coefficient. So 4 is our factor. Now we bring down 7. 4 times 7, which is equals to 28. 28 plus 0 is just 28. Now 4 times 28 is 112. 112 plus 6 is equals to 118. Now next, we must do the same process all over again. Negative 8 plus 118 is equals to 110. So of course we have our remainder, 110. And now we divide x. So x divided by x cubed, that is x squared. Bring down the coefficient, that's 7. Next we divide x again, becomes x. Bring down the coefficient, it's 28x. Next, our next coefficient, bring it down, 118. And since we divided by x, there's no longer x. Next, our remainder, as you've seen in the previous example, we put it into fraction. 110 divided by its divisor, x minus 4. And that becomes your final answer. So this is our final answer. Thank you for watching. If this video has helped you in any way, well, you're welcome. Goodbye now.